paint the UFOs that they have. Why would they need a place to paint UFOs they have if they don't have their own UFOs? So I thought it was funny. A lot of the military and government will paint their UFOs black, and so usually when you see these black UFOs, that's a huge tip-off. It's Boeing or GE or somebody behind it. Another reason they cordon areas off so people can't get near crashed UFOs, so they can't see made by GE. The UFOs. But also because when the real ones do crash, they're full of radiation and can kill you, make people sick, and they don't want people believing in extraterrestrials and all that. The government had an agreement to hide their existence, and it just goes back. So, like I said, there's always just so many different routes that you don't know what to believe, and so just don't fall for everything you hear. Sift everything through that you hear with the things that you already know. And put it all together like pieces of a puzzle. Question from a listener: can I use PayPal to make the order? I don't use PayPal. I go through Google Checkout. If you want to order through PayPal, and the lady on my site who does the pendants would also do your order through PayPal, and she'll just send you the order down. So if you want to use PayPal, you can use it. And I was banned from PayPal. I was called a terrorist because of my website, thewatcherfiles.com. So who's calling me? Who hates me? The aliens? It was one of their feeble attempts to get me to take down my website, thewatcherfiles.com, and get rid of my articles I had on the Talmud. And I said, they told me I had hate speech on my site. And I was like, I'm not promoting the Talmud. I'm exposing what it says. And if that's hate speech, that's because that's what it is. That's why I'm exposing what it says. And went back and forth with PayPal over that, and I refused to buckle, and so I was banned from PayPal. And so I don't use PayPal. Just using Google Checkout. If PayPal is the only way you can order, then go through Ann, or just send an international money order. Try to make it as easy as possible for people. Question from a listener. Like I said, I'm going to answer about one or two questions more. It's at SherryTalkRadio.com at Yahoo. Hello, Sherry. Great show as always. Are dreams the same thing as visions? I keep having a dream about me trying to wake up my mom to the truth of what's going on in the world today. Thanks. God bless. Well, no, because visions, you can open up your eyes in the middle of a vision and it's still there. It's like still there. I used to practice that one all the time because sometimes it can just be elf technology where they're voice to skull and vision to skull. They're technology where they can mess with you to where they're trying to give you a vision. You'll see this on Pentecostal boards all the time. They've been practicing on them for years. I call it the Church of NORAD. And they all have these visions and stuff, and it's nothing but tech from beamed at them from NORAD. If you're having a vision from the Lord, you would have it with your eyes closed or your eyes opened. It would just be there, and it would, pretty much keep repeating itself in succession, like 2 or 3 times. I'll have a lot of them, sometimes repeated a couple times. And they can't do that with technology because then they have to rewind the thing and start over. It takes them longer. They're idiots. Sometimes I've had dreams too of in water. I'm surrounded by water, and I'm hanging onto a life raft, or something, and everything around me is underwater. I get those dreams. Those are dreams, and dreams can have meaning. Just seek the Lord on what the meaning is, Especially when you have the same one over and over again. They can be subconscious things. They can be things from Yah. I have found the best thing to do is when you wake up in the morning and you're really bothered by something, ask the Lord immediately what it means. And ask Him to guide your thoughts on what the meaning of it is. Because if you wait, you're not going to get an answer. So you're better off as soon as that happens, asking Him what the meaning to it was. He'll let you know. People just, I don't hear from God like you do. I hear that all the time. It's hogwash. He does talk to you. You're just not paying attention. People that haven't recognized to hear Him in their spirits, and so you just need to focus on hearing Him. Question from a listener: do you need a computer? I have one. I need to reformat because there's a virus. I can send it to you when it has been formatted. I just got a brand new computer to run the archives on, and now it's doing weird stuff. So now I got to call computer tech out here. I think I had it running 2 days. It's a brand new computer. A supporter of the ministry had sent me the money, said go buy a computer. So I went and bought one. Then I went on a road trip and vacation, and it took me a while to get back, get that set up and running. Actually had it fully operational for 2 days, and now it's doing weird stuff. And so I've got to call a tech out here to... I don't know if anybody's ever done this, but when you open up a program or a file or something, in the little search box or the open box, my computer automatically starts putting zeros. A whole line of zeros through it, and I can't open anything because all those zeros won't disappear. So some kind of weird virus I have. I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know what to do. If anybody has any suggestions, because I go to open up my program and I just get zeros through the open little box and search boxes and stuff. I can't do anything. It's like the attack of the zeros. So if anybody has anybody's a tech out there, what's going on, let me know. And I had just put antivirus software on it, some of the best in the market. So I don't know what's going on with that computer. All right, I'll handle that one later. And so I'm going to wrap it up tonight. Just wanted to touch base with you guys tonight and just let it be your night and answer questions. Because things are going to be coming up and happening. And you know what? I just don't want you guys to live your lives in fear, because I'm certainly not fearful of any of this crap that's coming up. We know what's coming. Come on. And who's bigger? Who's bigger? Who's better? The Lord, the Most High, Yahuwah. When we have Him, we don't need to fear man. We don't need to fear this martial law and this plague stuff. And frankly, we're never going to get home if it doesn't start. And as bad as that sounds, I just want to go home, And I know all the destructions and death that are coming, and that's why I've said we'll probably switch tactics to where we're going to be like gold, because we're not going to be able to buy the supplies anymore, because the stores will be closed or whatever. They're going to outlaw it anyway as soon as my tray arrives. So get it out there while you can. And so we'll probably just be evangelizing and helping save people's souls, because they're going to be facing death, somebody facing death at all things that are coming. So find that as a change down the road. But don't fear it. Don't fear it. We've got the Most High. And until you've walked practically through hell itself and back, you just build this incredible confidence, and it comes from the walk you've already built with the Lord. And so, and I know plenty of us that the Lord has just refined already through the fires. He's put us through everything, and we've made it through, and our faith and confidence has been built so much because of what we've already seen Him do. And so now is not a time to get weak-kneed. There's nothing to be afraid about. The Lord can hide us. He can provide for us. His ways are always the best ways. I get into the same boat with a lot of you. Should I stay in this area? Should I go? I really don't need to be in the ghetto in the center of town. All this hits the fan. But you'd be amazed at what the Lord can do. He can just hide you so they can't see you. You can become invisible. A lot of things can happen, and so just leave it in His hands. Just leave it in His hands, but also be mindful of listening to Him trying to get a hold of you and wake you up and lead you somewhere, because something happens and you say, well, I was waiting for you to do something, and He's going to look at you and say, I tried to wake you up, you wouldn't listen. So don't be guilty of that one. Ask Him to guide your thoughts. Ask Him to just continually guide your thoughts, that you know that something is from Him. And He'll do that. He will pester you with the thought, and He'll just nail it at you until you do it. And so definitely that one works. And so just ask Him to guide your thoughts. That's usually the safest thing for people to do that will know it's Him. Guide your thoughts, and you'll feel in your spirit. It'll connect with you that, yes, that is Him. That is of Him. And so, anyway, going to end the show for the night. God bless everybody. Till next week, have a good night.